What's up, good people of YouTube? It's me, Chavez, with CarddIQ.com. Listen, if you're looking to make smart moves in the sports card market, you are in the right place because today we're going over 12 cards that I think you should be buying before their prices start to skyrocket. We're going to be reviewing what they're selling for on the average, ungraded, and in a PSA 10 slab, so that way you have an idea and you don't go out there and overpay. So, without further delay, let's get on with the show. All right, first card on the list, 2018 rookie card of Ronald Acuna Jr. out of that 2018 Topps Heritage set. Ungraded on the average, you're paying about $13.97, $14 roughly. If you're looking to get this card in the PSA 10 slab, it's going to cost you $45. Now, I wouldn't pay any more than $17 to $18 for this ungraded. Try not to go over $60 in a PSA 10 slab for this card. Next card for Ronald Acuna Jr. is this Home Field Advantage super short print insert out of the 2024 Topps set, ungraded. This card is selling for $38.50 on the average. Graded, it's going to cost you $117.50. I would try to keep it under $50 for the ungraded card. And then if you're looking to get this in a PSA 10 slab, honestly, I wouldn't pay any more than $130 for it right now. But the biggest reason Acuna is on my list right now is he's coming off a pretty bad season where he dealt with a ton of injuries, but those knees should be good to go. So if Ronnie can keep those knees from aching too much this year, we should see him get back to that MVP caliber type of performance. So that should definitely help his cards appreciate throughout the season. All right, next card, we're talking about this 2017 Donruss Optic rated rookie for Jason Tatum, ungraded, selling for $26.25. Graded in a PSA 10 slab is going to cost you $130.50. I would try to keep those prices in or around $30 to $35 ungraded. And for the graded PSA 10, honestly, it just kind of comes down to how much you believe in Jason Tatum. I don't think it'd be an issue if you went upward of 140 on this card, maybe even 150 on the PSA 10, but it's totally up to you. I wouldn't pay more than 150 for it in a PSA 10 slab. The next card for Jason Tatum is out of the 2017 Prism set. It's his 2017 rookie card Prism autograph. Now, this one's selling for $700 ungraded. You heard that right, $700 ungraded and in a PSA 10 slab. This one is going to cost you $21.50. That's $2,150. Now, if you have the pockets for this one, man, I think you just you pay what you want to pay on this one. Honestly, paying over $800 for this card ungraded to me seems a little high. Try to keep it under $8. And if you're going for the PSA 10, then oh man, I hate to think that someone out there is paying $2,500 or $3,000 for this card. I would honestly want to keep it around $2,300, $2,350 for this card in the PSA 10 slab. But my biggest reason for Jason Tatum being on this list is we're starting to see the market respect his cards a little bit more. The Celtics, once again, are a contender in the East, and they're a contender to win it all. So it's nice to see the market start to catch up with some of his rookie cards. And if you already own some of these cards, you could be looking at a nice profit here on these cards if you're looking to sell them. All right, next card on the list is this 2020 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto of Jason Dominguez. Now, ungraded, this card is selling on the average for $350. Graded in a PSA 10 slab, it's going to cost you $840. This is a beautiful card of somebody I'm really high on this season in the MLB, and I'll get into why, but let's get into his second card, another card that I think you should be looking at. It's going to be out of the same set. It's going to be out of that 2020 Bowman set, but it's the 2020 Bowman, it's the Mega Box Chrome Prospects Mojo Refractor, and this one ungraded is selling for about $17 on the average. Graded is selling for about $72. Now, why I'm big on Jason Dominguez. The Yankees did not re-sign Juan Soto, so there's a vacancy in the outfield that opens up a spot for Jason Dominguez. Jason Dominguez has been in the farm system for like 40 fucking years, more like 7 years for the New York Yankees. It's his time. So we saw what he could do when he got called up a couple of seasons ago. Last season he was dealing with some injuries, but if he can stay healthy, he'll add some pop, he'll add some power, he'll add some athleticism to that outfield and to the entire Yankees lineup. So I'm really excited about his prospects. These are two cards that I think you should be looking at, and it's always about health. It's always about injuries. If he can stay healthy and avoid some major injuries this season, he should be in line for a really strong, I guess, MLB debut, legitimate MLB debut, and we can see his cards start to appreciate throughout the season. All right, next card on the list is this 2021 rookie card out of that Prism set of Alperen Sengun. Look at this. This is probably the biggest jump you're going to see in this video from ungraded to graded, selling for about $2. If you can find this card for $2, buy as many as you can. To be 100% honest with you, I wouldn't pay more than maybe $6 for this single card, but $2 is a steal, and that's what the average is right now. Now, graded in the PSA 10, this is selling for $70. So with that jump in mind, this is why I think you should scoop up as many of these cards as you can within a fair price range here. That's a $68 jump from ungraded to graded. The next card for Alperen Sengun is this 2021 Select Red Disco Prism. This one is numbered to 49, selling for $76 on the average ungraded. If you're looking to purchase this in the PSA 10 slab, it's going to cost you $175. Look, I wouldn't be looking to pay more than $90 for this card ungraded, but if you have to go about $90, maybe a little bit more, I completely understand, because his market is so good right now. Coming off his very first All-Star appearance, he is definitely emerging as one of the, not just top centers, but I honestly think one of the top players in the entire league. Now, if you're looking to go and just get this card in the PSA 10 slab, I think paying about $200 for it is fair. Anything outside of that, you're probably going to see some outlandish prices on eBay, $250, $350, $450. Steer clear of all that. Just stick within that $200 price range. I think you should be good to go for this card in a PSA 10 slab. Next card, moving on to NHL. First time talking about a hockey card, I think, ever on any of my channels. But we're going to talk about this 2023 Young Guns insert out of the 2023 Upper Deck set for Connor Bedard. Connor Bedard, ungraded, selling for $191 on the average, graded in the PSA 10 slab. This one is going to cost you $563. Those are legitimate averages. Honestly, if you're looking to buy this card, I try to keep it under 200 for that ungraded card and under 600 for that graded card. You might have to touch 600 on that graded PSA 10, to be honest with you, but try to steer clear of paying $650, $700 or even more than that in a PSA 10 for Connor Bedard. Next card is going to be out of the same 2023 Upper Deck set, but it's the Dazzlers insert, ungraded, selling for $22.50 on the average. The PSA 10 slab is going to cost you $115. I honestly think these are pretty fair prices. I think $22, $23 is fair. I wouldn't mind going up to 30 on this one. And with your PSA 10 grade, I honestly would steer clear of anything over $150. But because his market is so strong right now, I do feel like these cards will appreciate. So even if you end up paying a little bit more than you want, I think you'll end up making more money if you ever try to resell this on the other side, because his market is strong and his cards continue to climb up that chart a little bit. So I wouldn't feel too bad if you had to pay a little bit more to get these cards to add them to your collection. All right, last two cards on the list. We're going over to the WNBA to talk about Caitlin Clark, starting off with this 2017 Prism base card, selling for about $55 on the average, ungraded, selling for $540 on the average in a PSA 10 slab. I personally would not be mad if I had to pay $70, maybe $75 for it ungraded, and about $600 for this card graded. You're probably at some point going to see those prices be legit on the market, because her market is so strong. the entire sports card market, the entire sports card world does respect their cards. So wouldn't be surprised within the next couple of weeks, maybe even before the start of the WNBA season, if we see those numbers start to materialize. Now, the second card is a really cool card, but it's kind of incomplete right now because I could only find ungraded listings for this, and it's the 2024 Prism Break insert out of the 2024 draft picks. This is a really cool card, number to 99. It's selling on the average for $92 ungraded, but there are no listings for it graded that I could find because the set is so new. It was recently released. There just hasn't been enough time to collect the card, submit it, get it back, and sell it. There's just not enough time to have done all that. So I guess a good question is, what's this card going to sell for once it is graded, submitted, and sent back to the seller? What's this card going to sell for in the PSA 10 slab? And I guess, who's going to be the first person to get this card graded? Will it be you? Will you make history here? Will you be the first person to get this card graded in the PSA 10 slab? Only time will tell. And there you have it, 12 cards that I think you should be buying right now before their prices skyrocket. Leave me a comment down below if you feel I missed anything, if you feel I missed a player, or if I missed a specific card. Leave that information down below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out and sub up. It means a ton to the channel. And last thing, for all your sports card prepping and evaluation needs, be sure to check out CarddIQ.com. You can find that information in the video description below. I will be back with another video very soon. And until that video, Chavez is out.